Hey y'all, I'm Lachlan, and for today's video, I'm going to do some preparations for the 2.0 update that's coming November 5th. Woggy Holly, Console Kato, and Tiger here on YouTube did videos that I watched that kind of inspired me to do a video of my own. I'll include links in the description box below to their videos. Theirs are a little bit more in depth than what I will get into, but there are a couple of things that I'm doing on top of what they suggested to prepare for the update, so let's just jump right in. Alrighty y'all, so I'm going to quickly go over the list of items that I viewed and kind of saw in those 3 videos that I previously mentioned. One being the museum being upgraded. I'm good on that front, but that way Brewster can have a place to put the cafe, so you might as well upgrade it. Number 2 would be getting enough bells, or getting a lot of bells essentially, for all of those new items that we're gonna get, going along the lines with upgrading your storage. I was super pumped that we are now gonna have 5,000 slots, and so I do have to upgrade, I think, one more time to have all the upgrades that I need to prepare. Oh, one thing that Tiger had mentioned in her video that I didn't even really think about was talking to and visiting Harv's island. Of course, we need to speak to Harv and not let him just wander the island. We need to be able to access his island, so I will have to do that today so that we can have access to all of those new little RV shops that we're going to have in the future in the update. And then one of the bigger things was harvesting Nook Miles. I've seen a range between 25,000 to 50,000 in a video, you needing up to 100,000. I've seen 80,000. I think I'm going to try to get 80,000. I believe I have almost 70 now, so I think if I get to that, I think I'll be at a good point then getting to 100k. And then another thing is creating a large farming area for all the new crops that we're gonna get. I am gonna create a little area for that today, but something that I wanted to do on top of that was creating a little space within that for the gyroids. The character buried a gyroid fragment, and I don't know if it kind of grows like a crop or if you have to wait a day or 2 and then dig it back out. But for me to keep track of where I'm putting all of these, I think it'd be cute to kind of include them with the big farming area that I'm going to create for all the new crops as well. And then a couple things that I wanted to add was, I'm not sure exactly what materials we'll need essentially to customize a lot of these new ones. So if you have to customize all these new items, you're going to need customizing kits. So I did acquire a bunch of those. But that's another thing I wanted to mention. Just get ahead of it and do it ahead. That's kind of what I had to do anyways. And then another thing was talking to Sable to get her patterns. So this character is not BFFs with Sable yet, I know. Don't look at me, I know, we're gonna work on it. So to acquire all the patterns that Sable has, you have to be BFFs with her. And I want to be able to use her patterns for inside the home, as an accent wall, or you know, whatever else I want to use them for. So I need to work on that and all these other items that I mentioned. But I'm excited for this new update, so let's just get right to it, people. So I'll have to, over time, probably time travel a little bit to become Sable's BFF. But here is day 1. Ooh, Piper. Piper, hello? Hello. Thank you. Hey, I'm kind of sewn into my machine right now. Sorry I can't chat, but thanks for stopping by. So it looks like I am closer than I thought, but still not close enough. And if you can't tell by my voice, I did not have allergies. I, in fact, ended up getting sick, but I did take a test, and it is not what you think it is. It was negative. I took 2, in fact. So yeah, if I don't talk as much, it's because I can't talk for a very long period of time without almost like coughing quite a bit. Man, where is Harvey? Hello? I'll find him eventually. Wish me luck. Where is this man? Of course, the day that I am looking for him, he is nowhere to be seen. Okay, question for y'all. Can Harv not show up when KK is here? Is that why I don't see him? I'm gonna assume that's probably the case. Well, that's one less thing we can do today, but we are gonna have to do some time traveling for Sable anyway, so we'll get to Monday here in a moment. Now for the museum, like I said, I have already upgraded mine all the way, so eventually we'll have Rooster's Cafe right here, and I cannot wait for that. So here's, I've kind of already started this process, But you can see in the corner that I thought I had 70,000, but I'm not quite there yet. But I think for today, before I time travel to the next day, I'm gonna attempt to do these ones that say ×2, and I for sure have to get fossils anyways to donate to the museum. So I'll do those two as well. But this is a good way to kind of get double the amount of points for the ones that are listed here. So yeah, here are all the customization kits that you need. It takes 3,000 bells to get 5 of those. I had mentioned I already had quite a bit of those in storage, so I'm not going to order those today, but just showing you what the cost is for that. Buongiorno. Awesome. We got 1 of the 5. Aha! Fossil. Fossil number 2. Oh, really? There we go, and here's my DIY. Literally watering those on the beach does nothing, but whatever. We're here for the Nook Miles. And there we go, we got the fossils assessed. There's more Nook Miles for us. Ooh, and that's a new one. Of course. Since we are in here anyways, let's change our clothes and get that other Nook Mile. And we'll finish up getting the fish. But there is our last bit of Nook Miles that I set for myself for today. Okay, so my house is as big as it can get, but I believe you have to pay Tom Nook up front for the final storage fee. Expand my storage. Oh, why did I think it was like 3 million? Wow, it's only 50,000. So I think that's what I'm gonna do today, but I'm gonna quickly time travel to tomorrow and I will be right back. Alrighty, we are at day 2. So let's go talk to Sable again. So we're not quite there yet, but we're just one step closer. I think by tomorrow she'll start introducing me to 1 pattern a day. Not only do you speak to her to finally become BFFs with her, but she'll gradually every day, if you continue to talk to her, give you a new pattern until you've acquired all of the ones. So for the 5 items we can get today is dye for sea creatures, chop wood, access your wardrobe and change your look again, plant trees or shrubs, so just one of those, and pop 1 balloon. There we go. 1 down. Honestly, the universe is like, not today. Having to continuously go inside of my house to get out supplies gets me that much more excited for the outside shed that will give us access to our storage in our home. And there we go. Hello, little sea creatures. Where are you? An oyster. Oh. Got our scallop for the day, which means Pascal is here. Oh man, this little guy. Alright. Oh, and I think we got enough creatures. That should be good. Oh, wow. Don't judge me, I'm terrible at— oh my god. There. I was about to say, don't judge me, I'm terrible at that, apparently. Alright, we got that for today. And man, it is taking us quite a bit of time just to get to 70,000. But I believe in us, we can do it, so let's time travel to tomorrow and continue the process. Okay, it is day 3. And something that I noticed on Sunday, so yesterday in-game, is that I did see Harv, and here he is right here. But since I was time traveling, I figured I'd just wait till the new day to talk to him. Anyway, nice drawing with you. I'm gonna stroll around and see what makes Annahlia tick. He's been looking around this island for months. But up until now, I didn't really have a need to talk to him. I had a lot to do to get my island started up, where visiting his island just didn't seem necessary. But now, with all this new stuff coming, it's very necessary. This dynamic here makes me a little sad. Like, let Sable do stuff. Like, come to the cafe. I'm so excited about that. I want all of your patterns. We're not there yet, but we'll get there soon. Got that one. Go buy some stuff out of Nook's and then hit some rocks. Okay, we got that now. And we got that one. So there's our bush. Sweet. Alright, we got all of the Nook Miles that I am gonna go for today, but I'll be right back yet again. So I went through and saw what we needed to do today to earn some ×2 Nook Miles, and one of them was DIY crafting. So that's one on the list. The other ones are catching fish, talk to your neighbors, chop down trees, plant flower seeds. And there's our flowers. Alright, I talked to Sable. She hasn't given me any patterns yet, so let's find some villagers and cross that off our list. Here are a couple. Oh, look, there's 3 right here. Boom. Alrighty, here's what Harv's Island looks like right now. But eventually this path will lead you to like an opening. I'm so excited. But I'm kind of glad I'm seeing what it looks like before we get all that extra detail. So let's return back to the island and I will time travel to the next day and probably do the whole build. I'm hoping that it's a nicer day tomorrow to do the farm, and then that will be a very quick speed build. Okay, so I talked to Sable and she isn't quite there yet in terms of giving me patterns, but I'll continuously work on that. So for the time being, I am going to quickly make that giant farm that I had mentioned, where we can have all those new crops and a place to put all the gyroids as well. Okay, let's now do the spooky fence. I think this should be enough. And there we go. So, I do have some pumpkins in my pockets. I think I'm gonna put those here. We do kind of have pumpkins throughout the island. So this might have been an unnecessary thing, but I'll probably go through and edit this later. I have a big tree that I want to put hopefully over here. It'll let me. Yes, beautiful. Big tree there. Let's put one of those here with a little pine cone on top. Cute. What's a garden without a scarecrow to protect everything? So I'll add that little spooky guy right there. I think I'm gonna leave a lot of this open, but let me kind of put a general rock path that kind of leads you through the garden. So there's your little path, kind of goes through. There, it looks like it's on a stump. Cute. There, a little standing lamp that kind of welcomes you to the garden in a way. Let's add a pirate barrel with... I don't remember what this watering can looks like. Oh, that's kind of cute. I'll leave that there. Yeah, let's add that little spooky tower right there. That's kind of cool. So there's some little tracks leading into the garden. Like I said, a lot of this stuff is going to remain how it is. Let me add a few things here and there. Boom, there. It looks like some big pumpkins have grown in here. Yeah, that looks kind of cool right there. So I'm gonna leave the handcart there. So I think that's everything I'm gonna add to this. I added some few flowers around the edges, and I added some things around the tree as well, but this is kind of what it looks like. I know it looks a little bland, but it's because we have other crops to put in here. But I think I'm gonna end the video off here. I accomplished quite a bit. I think I ended up getting almost 75,000 Nook Miles, which is not 80k like I expected to get in this video, but I'll obtain some of those. I still have plenty of time before the update comes out. One other thing I did want to mention that I didn't touch on is the ordinances. That's something that I don't really remember getting into when I played New Leaf. I'm kind of interested in either the Bell Boom or the Night Owl ordinance, but I think we accomplished a lot today. I'll continue to work on Sable, get more Nook Miles, but I think for the most part, I am ready to go for the new update. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you look forward to all the new content and all the new things that we're gonna get. But thank you so much for watching.